Welcome everybody. Jamie and Noah here, Mr. and Mrs. Sniff. We are talking about Perito Moreno today. There are several new releases that we have not gotten around to talking about. Way past time. You'll see interesting new, fun new labels. Thank you.
Let me do the TikTok hand.
Thank you for the assist. A couple of like legit beast mode animalic fragrances for people who are into that. 3 of those that would fall into that category, and then some new summer options as well. Just a reminder that this has been, there's the hand, the best selling of the summer options, citrus and yuzu. Don't need to spray it. I mean, we know this one pretty well.
Let's do it for fun so people can see the atomizer and, It's just make a show.
So these older bottles are 105 ml, and we do still have quite a few of them left. They are being phased out, and we'll go to these 50 ml bottles. This is summer citrus in a bottle. It's crisp, clean, musky, like laundry musky, kind of fresh. And probably the number one feature of this is that it's by far the strongest citrus fragrance that I have in my collection of 500 plus. I mean, it's like an 8 to 10 hour citrus.
Yeah. It's a unique citrus too.
It is.
Because of the yuzu note.
Yeah, the yuzu gives it a really interesting bite.
Do you know any other fragrances that have yuzu?
I do, but none for which it's this dominant.
Okay.
Like the yuzu is right there with the citrus.
So this for me is very much daytime, obviously.
Yep.
It's very bright. It's a very bright, happy, joyful smelling fragrance, in my opinion.
I agree. Yeah, it's a lot of citrus and freshness. It's not super sweet, so it doesn't get into that kind of Lumari porthole, wave child, tropical.
Not aquatic like
it's not super sweet or candied. It's just good, clean, fresh, biting citrus that lasts all day. So that's that one's called Citrus and Yuzu.
Let's smell the new stuff.
Okay, now some things that you haven't smelled. Let's stick with the summer stuff for now, and then we'll get into the beast mode. Grown man fragrances here at the end.
I'm being selfish. I want to smell this one because I have not smelled it yet. The other ones I have. This is Vetiver Mistique.
Okay.
Let me see if I can do the TikTok hand well.
Not a girl.
There we go.
So we did just get these in about 2 weeks ago.
Was it that long ago?
I think it was that long
ago. It was last week.
Time flies.
Time flies.
Yeah. So guys, this is a old school, classic, masculine leaning vetiver. Well, I should let you chime in. Do you find it to be masculine leaning? I think vetiver as a note in general is just masculine leaning.
Here's what I'm picking up when I smell this. It does smell green. I do smell the vetiver. It smells very like sandalwoody, and also a tiny bit spicy. Yeah,
there are.
It's so good.
There's 42 different naturals in here. So not ingredients, just the naturals. This is mixed media, so synthetic as well.
This is technically an eau de parfum. Is it? Do you think that's what it's labeled as?
Yeah, this is.
It is an
I think
EDP?
I think this one's 20%.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken.
What about the citrus and yuzu? Also EDP?
That's a good question. Also an EDP.
Okay.
A lot of the others are in the line are extra, but these two are right around 20%. Yeah. So Vetiver Mistique, it was inspired by vintage Guerlain vetiver from like the late 70s, early 80s. So if you know that fragrance, and if you know that style of clean, crisp, masculine, vintage vetiver, woody, good sandalwood base. Oh, nice.
I've never tried it on my skin. I'm going to try it out.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see. It is absolutely, I mean, it's versatile, but it's a summer appropriate fragrance for sure. To me, this is a classy daytime wear. It's beautiful. If you don't know Natish Dixit's work yet, one of the things he is a master of is the use of musks. Citrus and yuzu, it shows up, well, in a lot of work, but in particular here, and again in Vetiver Mistique, and then at the end, this one, which we'll talk about, unbelievable.
I think that smells really good on me, actually.
It actually does smell really good on you. So I'll peel that back. It's perfectly unisex. I just have the Vetiver association with things like L'Instant de Guerlain, It's not a dirty vetiver. It's very, very clean, fresh. I mean, it's vetiver, so it's rooty and earthy, but this is a light, fresh, this is for somebody like me. I don't wear shower gel scents. I don't do blue. I don't do shower gel. So when I would maybe be in a crisp white shirt out of the shower and I'm going into the office or like, a daytime brunch or lunch or something like that, and I want to be, noticed, but not too loud, I would wear something like this. Very, very classy, professional.
You know what? This kind of reminds me of that opium EDP.
Really?
In the base.
Interesting.
So smell through the vetiver if you can do that with your brain.
Yeah, it's the roundness and the fullness in the base.
Because of the spice and the
sandalwood spice. This doesn't have as much vanilla.
It's
I don't
really
know if there's
good.
any, but it's, again, if you don't know
It's
his
not
work,
sweet.
yeah, this isn't sweet. Mystique is a absolute master blender. These perfumes are blended to perfection, 100%.
I don't think people who love a sweet, super feminine fragrance are going to want to wear this a lot.
Agreed.
But I like it, and I'll probably wear it.
Yeah, it's.
And I'm kind of a fruity, fresh, girly girl.
It's classier than say Terre de Hermes, but it's in that. Yeah, it's if you've smelled vintage Guerlain vetiver, that's what it's inspired by. It's not a dupe per se, but it was molded around that idea of that kind of classy vintage vetiver.
Okay, Elite now.
She's moving on. Elite.
Okay, this one I think has the prettiest bottle. Personally, I love the sticker on it. It's like this thick sticker, and
it's a metal. It's
metal.
It's a metal label.
My bad. Metal. Perito Moreno Elite. It's a gorgeous smell. Very appealing.
Okay. So
fruity.
Now we're into completely different territory of a fragrance that smells like nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
However, I have figured out a way of helping people sort of frame the fragrance by making a comparison. Take Clandestine Laboratories Pool Boy, which has become a huge smash hit,
Yummy.
and kind of merge that with Amouage Beach Hut Man. And that's going to get you in the ballpark of the kind of vibe that this gets. It doesn't smell like layering the two. Don't take it too far. But it has the tropical fruit and muskiness from Pool Boy. This has mango and berries and guava and other kinds of tropical fruits in it. It takes that plus the muskiness from Pool Boy, right? Because there's a good presence of musk here. It's not animalic, but there's some heft to it. And it marries it with these green, kind of minty, humid, beach hutty kind of notes. It's incredible.
My nose gets lots of fruits, some green, that humidity that you said, and I get the woods in the base. There's woods in the base.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
There's oud. There's actually real oud in this fragrance.
Not funky.
It's not funky oud.
This is very wearable, I think.
Yep.
Meaning it's not, if you don't like challenging fragrances, this is not particularly challenging.
I would put it again at the same level of challenge as something like Pool Boy and Beach Hut Man.
I actually think, rating these by challengeability, I would rate this one as the most challenging, actually.
Because of that
simply
sharp
because
yuzu.
of the muskiness of it. Then this one. Then this one, the least challenging.
The Vetiver Mistique is the least challenging. Okay.
It's the most easy wear. Let's do
maybe
the most challenging wear.
Well,
let's wait on that one.
Okay. So, we'll do that, and then we'll get to these two kind of even more limited editions. Okay, guys, this one, folks have been waiting.
I'll do the thing. Oh no, you're doing it? Okay.
We'll do it together.
There we go.
It's called Shrungar. And this is a mostly natural, heavy, real oud, true artisanal work. And people have sampled this over the last couple months, but then the formula, he did modify it a little bit before final production. And I'm glad he did it. I mean, it was good before. It was very, very oud dominant. It was almost like an oud, a linear.
This is more like the Attar.
This is, yeah, it is. There's a Shrungar tar in the lineup as well.
Which is less expensive. People can afford it better.
Yeah, the key difference, if you had smelled one of these samples before, this has way more muskiness in it. When you smell this, if you know what real animal musk smells like, you would be shocked to learn that there is not real animal musk in here. This is a vegan perfume consistent with all of the laws and regulations in India. Animalics are illegal to use in India.
There's a cool story behind this one too.
Okay.
Shrungar. So you can see in the picture, there's a woman getting ready for bed, putting on makeup, and there's a man behind. That's her husband. And so the story goes, the word Shrungar means makeup ritual, essentially. And so the man is watching his wife get ready. And so there's this kind of
eroticism,
seductiveness, sexiness to the fragrance. It's meant to evoke her fragrance, his fragrance, the fragrance in the room. It's an atmospheric fragrance. So it has all kinds of elements of what people would wear traditionally on their bodies.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
This is going to be for people who appreciate, again, the top level artisanal work from a lot of the small brands out there that I won't name them specifically, but this is a vegan version of those kinds of fragrances. If you know those brands that are doing really small batch,
very high prices,
non-IFRA compliant, which I'm not complaining about. I'm just saying that's what they do, and then we do something else here.
Yeah.
These are limited.
We got like 9 of them.
We've got 9 of them left. They are for the 50 ml, they are $3.50.
Yep.
So at $7 a milliliter, again, this smells of the same quality, and I would argue maybe is a better, more complete fragrance than a lot of these artisanal brands that are going for $15 to $20, so more than twice the price.
I'm not I don't know, I'm not an oud head. I'm not like a deep fragrance connoisseur, but I would agree, based on the things that I've smelled that you've sampled, that this is a better quality fragrance.
Yeah.
So, what are you doing?
I'm just showing that this line here, technically this does not say Perito Moreno on it. On the back, you see there's a secondary label card that says Artisan Dixit. And then these labels, which we'll show you as well, say Artisan Dixit. This Artisan Dixit line is the heavy, natural, higher end artisanal label, side label for Perito Moreno. Okay, just so you know. So these are more expensive per milliliter. They're much higher. This has a boatload of Assam oud and aged Hindi oud.
These are the fragrances for the collectors.
Yeah.
Not your casual fragrance wearer.
Yeah.
That's what this line is about.
Right.
For
which we still have one more to talk about over there with that one.
We'll come back to it.
Okay.
Let's do this one, the cat one.
This one, guys, we've sold probably 30 bottles of this already. This is called Coffee Date with Civet Cat. It's quickly becoming a top 2 or 3 coffee fragrance for me. And I'm probably just being nice to not sound over the top. It's probably my favorite coffee fragrance. You do have to like animalics. I mean, the Civet here is not shy. You will immediately get an animalic Civet hit, but God, it's blended with these deep, dark espresso ground notes.
Can I ask a question? Because people say Civet smells like cat pee, and I don't get that from this at all.
No, it's not. It's not Uranus in this blend.
It almost smells soapy.
That's like, probably something else, not the Civet.
Okay, well, I'm not picking up on that funky animalic. I'm getting something a little bit soapy, clean, kind of fresh, bright, with the rich coffee smell.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't get funky and animalic.
All right. Well,
I don't know.
She's animalic sensitive and she doesn't get it.
Yeah.
I mean, my nose finds those civety notes right away, but again, it's the way that they're blended with these. This is the most photorealistic, like ground espresso note.
It's very good
that I have ever smelled.
It's quite cozy.
Yep, it's very cozy, very inviting. Again, warm, musky, that kind of animalic. I've been just spraying this all over my robe in the morning and then going down with my cup of coffee and just like basking in a bubble of coffee sillage.
However, after having said all of this that we have about these two, besides Gentleman, this is my favorite of this line.
Oh, we forgot Gentleman.
Which is not bottled yet, so that's why.
We don't have a bottle to display. We'll talk about it.
So this one's called American Leather.
This is probably my favorite of the line as well.
It's so good.
Oh, these are so good, guys. I cannot explain to you. By the way, these smaller ones, the Coffee Date with Civet and the American Leather, they are 30 ml for $2.10. So
yeah.
$7 per mil, just like this one. They just come in a more limited 30 ml size.
Oh, it's so good.
Guys, this is
Smoky,
pure
leathery
cowboy campfire.
Yeah.
If you know, so if you know Lone Star Memories from Andy Tower, which I could spray for you if you felt the desire, and you know that kind of like smoky campfire leather coffee note that's in there, okay? There's a bunch of other stuff going on with Lone Star Memories as well. But if you just take that part out of Lone Star Memories, that rawhide leather smoky campfire part with a bit of coffee ground in it, and just like blow it up and inject it full of performance enhancing substances, that's what American Leather is.
Yeah.
And I will I'm going to give myself props here, and so you can all come back and thank me later.
Thank you, leather.
I mean, I love me some leather. I'm Freudian slipping leather.
Yes.
This happened because Nitish sent me a small vial of a leather accord.
Yeah.
And he said, I want to make a leather perfume with this. And I said, no, this is the leather perfume.
Yeah.
It was just the concentrate. It was just an oil, like an attar, basically, a leather attar, that he said, I want to use this as the leather element in a bigger perfume. And I put some on and I went, oh my God, this is the best leather accord I have ever smelled in my life.
So the story behind this one is there was a client that he had that he made a bespoke fragrance for, who wanted to create a fragrance to smell like his American leather saddle. And so he did that for that person, and then I think added some smoke notes and some of the smell. Wait, the smell of the grass.
Yeah.
Outside the stable.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous. It's very cool.
It's unapologetic. It's not, but it's not dirty. There's a brightness to it. It's not like if you smelled Royal Barn from Arige Ladore, which is a kind of leather, or Quirtus, both of which are leathery animalics. This is more wearable.
I agree.
Not as kind of, there's no barnyardiness to this. It's just pure kind of shimmering, bright, smoky leather.
Well, this is sad to talk about, but we're going to talk about it anyway, because I haven't even smelled it yet. This is called
Costal Kokan. Tilt it.
Come on. Tilt it. Okay. Costal Kokan. And it's sad because we've already basically sold every single one of them.
We have one left.
Yeah. And I took it down off the site because I can put it back up.
So if you want it, I guess reach out to us. Now was very limited materials. I will tell you that the limiting material was an actual sand tincture that's a part of the salty marine vibe that comes from this. God, it's so good. I can smell it from way over here. That
very fresh,
Nitish,
minty, and kind of cucumbery to my nose.
Guys, if you want to have that experience of literally smelling something for the very first time, this is that. You have never smelled not just a perfume like this, but there is a flower in here. God, that's good. I'm forgetting the name of it. Forgive me. But there's a flower that they had especially distilled for this fragrance in India that no one has ever used in perfume before. So when you smell this and think, God, what is that? I've never smelled anything like that. That's true. You've never smelled anything like it. It's light, fresh, tropical fruity, tropical flowers, semi-sweet, sweet, and
totally unisex.
Totally unisex, sweet and kind of like a natural, like fruity, floral kind of way. It's not a sugary sweetness. There's this beautiful sort of oceanic quality, a little bit of saltiness. It is just the ultimate elegant tropical scent. Elegant. Again, I wouldn't use words like playful. It's a kind of a serious tropical scent. Like I see this on people who are dressed to the nines. They're at one of the nicest resorts on a gorgeous island somewhere.
You think it's island, or you think it's like French Riviera?
Both. I mean, could be both. But it's yachts.
Monaco.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's Monaco. It's yachts. It's Ferraris. It's designer.
It's rich
clothing.
If you want to smell
money.
rich,
this
is rich.
Big money. It is just so elegant.
Okay.
Ugh.
So now we have two that we don't even have. We only have literally one bottle of these.
These are mine for my collection.
Yep. They haven't been released yet.
But they're coming.
We're doing a preview.
Yep.
So we have Silver Coast and Regal Assam. Now, I smelled an old version of this years ago, or 2 years ago, last year. And I remember saying to you, now this is the summer banger. Like citrus and yuzu is awesome, but this is even better. And let's see if I still think so.
Okay. So Silver Coast is, I don't know, like if we stick with the Monaco theme, and Costal Kokan is the billionaire yacht money in Monaco.
Yeah.
This is where like we managed to make our way to Monaco for some reason, and we're there. This is more our style.
Light, fresh, uplifting, airy, heavy on the ambroxan.
More common.
Ambroxan.
Yeah, this is
ambergris.
It's still done just in a totally.
It's almost like a lime. It smells more like, you know how lemons and limes smell different. It's like brighter and like tangier and more pungent.
Yep, this is more
like a lime,
more sporty, more playful.
Yeah. Yeah, this is your
more
like
blue. This is maybe I was gonna say the people who are just
this is like a player man vibe.
Visiting Monaco.
This is giving like not F-boy. Nice F-boy. I don't know.
Something like that.
Yeah. That's good.
Almost like it's going to give the wrong message perhaps, but almost like an artisanal sauvage kind of a.
Sauvage, like sauvage.
No, just in terms
of.
Sauvage
or eau de sauvage or eau sauvage.
No. The Dior Sauvage, the blue famous. Again, as I say, it doesn't smell like that, but in terms of like, I've outgrown Sauvage, right? I don't wear Sauvage anymore, but I still like my kind of fresh, clean blue style fragrances, but I want a grown up, mature, much classier, more natural artisanal vibe. Silver
This is
Coast.
terpenic. Yeah. It does smell terpenic.
That's probably all the citrus too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And whatever green things in there. Is there vetiver in there?
I don't know.
Smells like vetiver.
Yeah. But this has a lot of that citrus bite to it as well.
Okay, now Regal Assam. Tell me about that, because I wasn't here for the yap that you did with Natish on it.
This is a fresh, real oud fragrance.
That's good.
Isn't that good?
Damn.
No, I sprayed it on. So
this is such a you fragrance.
I
roll.
Natish was so excited about Costal Kokan and some of these other samples, these really high-end ones that he sent me. And he sent this at the same time. I said, yeah. What is this that I just sprayed? He had a little sample. Tell me about that, because this is like a signature scent for me.
Yeah, it's so you.
It's a clean, woody oud.
Yeah.
Tons of sparkle. A little bit of smokiness, but it's still clean and fresh.
It's giving Middle Eastern businessman.
I'll put a little bit of this on skin.
It's giving banker. It's giving... This is a man with. Well, I'm going to classify it as a masculine fragrance.
It is.
I think like
it's so
a similar
woody.
one that is more unisex is not Regal Silhouette, King's Empire.
King's Empire, yeah.
This one definitely leans masculine for me.
Much more oud in this.
Also very rich, also very wealthy smelling.
Yeah.
There's a lot of wealthy smelling fragrances here, which is interesting.
The new line, guys, when we went to the 50 mLs and it kind of freed Natish up to go a little crazy with his formulas and the cost and all of that. He's really knocking it out of the park with these latest releases.
That's nice. There's like almost like 3 kind of families. I will. That smells good. I
Yeah.
will say, although I love all these new ones, I still have favorites from the bottles, the bigger bottle.
I do
Like,
too. I mean, most people have most of you watching this have never heard of the brand and have never tried any of these.
yeah,
And the these back here, these are the 105 mLs. There's 7 in that lineup that are just exceptional work, better than most of what's on the market.
and really reasonably priced.
Yeah. So guys, the retail price for the 105 ml bottles is $225. But until we run out of these bigger ones, they're on discount down to $180, so that we can move those and move everything. These formulas will be moving into the 50 ml format. Okay. So $180 for this quality of fragrance for 105 ml is insane.
Yes.
These 4 here, Elite, Vetiver Mistique, and then the 2 new ones coming, Regal Assam and Silver Coast. These are $150 for 50 ml. Very, very humbly priced. Yeah. And I'm telling you guys,
it's like kerosene prices.
These are, no,
I have it wrong.
These are just exceptional. These are not niche fragrances. These are true artisanal fragrances done in a more accessible kind of
what makes them not style. Niche then?
The style.
Really?
Yeah.
These are way more artisanal?
Quality of ingredients, uniqueness of blending. Yes.
Okay.
There's no Le Labo here. There's no PDM here. There's no Bond number 9 here. Right. There's no.
Well, then we're going to get into the debate about what niche is. Can we talk about old school niche definition? Would you think these are the old school niche definition before PDM? Le Labo,
I mean, sure. If you want to talk about like 1980s Creed.
Yeah.
Like when Green Irish Tweed, came out.
Okay.
Or like when Aventus first hit the scene. When Creed was at its absolute pinnacle, this is that kind of quality of fragrance, and probably then some.
Okay.
This lineup here, again, the Artisan Dixit line, which includes the 1 bottle we have left, but I think I got distracted. The sand tincture that was limiting the production, he did get some more of it, so he's going to be able to do maybe 10 more bottles and send those over. And then it won't come back until next year when he can age the tincture again and have more ready. So we're talking about maybe 9 or 10 bottles of this. The 50 mLs are $350, and the 230 mLs are $210.
Now finish it off with a yap about Gentleman.
Okay. Last but not least,
we don't have this in a bottle until the weekend
because it's macerating. I was honored to do a full collaboration with Natish Dixit. That is a fragrance that's called Gentleman. That one is being sold through our website, which is polysniferous.com. The rest of these are up on peritomoreno.us. And that collaboration, the idea there was that we wanted to create something that had Natish's kind of class and refinement with blending with some of my personal style and influence over the blend. And we went back and forth, and long story short is there's a blend now that is it's like a signature scent. It's an affordable signature scent. It's ambery, leathery, citric. You knocked that out of the park when you said, oh, this reminds me like of a more ambery or leathery eau sauvage. So it's that kind of fragrance. It's a gentleman's fragrance. It's one that you can spray on without thinking about it, go anywhere, do anything, year-round, versatile. That's just going to exude kind of class and confidence. It's not too loud. It's not too boisterous. There's no one note that stands out. It's beautifully blended, a little bit of spice, a little bit of leather, some amber.
Very appealing.
Yeah, it's just a very easy wearing kind of classic masculine fragrance. So those are up on our site for 30 ml for $79. So very, very affordably priced as well.
Great. This was
fun. Yeah. Lots of amazing stuff to get your noses on here, guys. So if you have questions about it, just reach out to us.